rear camera. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to go through these shots. I'm going to pause the recording, go through the next one's rounds. But ultimately on this side of the camera, we're looking at your backswing, but then what we're going to do is we're also going to figure out what's going on too with your outside foot. I've already watched the first 10 shots and I know exactly what's going on. So with that being said, here we go. And let's, it is kind of funny because we do watch the pucks go drifting off and hitting the house and the ladders and the side. So we'll try not to spend too much time laughing about that. But anyway, so let's see here. Yeah, let me double click that, open that up. Yeah, there we go. All right, so check out your foot. This is what we're looking at. Look at your all your weight is up on the outside of your toes right here, and this is where I'm going to say it that as of right now, I believe it's your shoes. And the reason why I say that is that these are Nike running shoes. Okay, Nike tends to I think evert their shoes, so they tend to roll out on the outside. That's just the way that they make their shoes. If you ever go in to buy new shoes at like a running store, you might want the $300 pair of running shoes, but when they look at you walk and look at you run and stuff like that, you could end up with a $25 pair of running shoes because they're made to fit your feet. But that's a different story. But right now, I do believe that it's your shoes, and it's because if you see basically out here, there's not a lot of room, but on the inside there is. That automatically causes your foot to evert to the outside. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. There you go. Let's hit the goalie. Let's hit the goalie's glove. Let's not hit the net. Let's hit the side of the house. I love it, man. I love it. All right, let's take a look at your snappers here. Nice. Good. And you can see too, even right here, you're still kind of leaning to the outside on that foot. Yeah, okay. That's all right. But man, look at that. Just clack. Clack. In all actuality, when looking back at these, you kind of bring the puck back real far. And what I mean by real far is only maybe like 2 or 3 more inches than what you really need to. But man, you are so strong that you could just bring that puck back really to a little bit past your back foot. I mean, really like right up here. You just have a lot of muscle that goes through it. So man, I wish all kids down here could shoot like that. Good job. Let's move to the next ones. All right. Getting into the slap shots. Let's see here. Elbow's good. Chest good. Rotation's good. That foot. Yeah, it's okay. Starting to get a little tired. You can see it. All right, let's break that one down. 3, 6. Go back a couple more. All right. I'm gonna slow this down. We'll go down super slow on this one. Sorry, it's taking so long. Like I said, I really wish I had an editing console and we could do this frame by frame. All right. So what I'm going to look for here is to make sure you're hitting consistently in the middle of your blade. Okay. That one was a little bit toward the toe. That one was really on the toe. Did you see that? Let's go back on that one. All right. So you got middle of the blade. All right. Middle of the blade, kind of up to the toe. Now watch this one. Watch how on the toe, pow, missed net. Back to the more of the heel. Okay. So I think if you can, yeah, middle. Middle. A little bit out, but that's okay. That's all right. Still a really good shot. That most likely is probably going to go in, that last shot that you had. A little bit on the hill. And a little bit on the hill. However, your toe was open on that one. That's okay. This shot, let me see if this is the one. I think it's that one right there that you just took. Let's go back. And the reason I say that shot's going to go in, even though, let's see, it's not that one. It should be this one right here. Well, that one, yeah. So that shot right there has got the goalie dazed, but that one right there is going to go in. And the reason why is because you're shooting so high up, the goalie is going to kind of flinch a little bit and it's going to cruise right past their ear. And if it doesn't, it's going to hit them in the ear and bounce off. To say that it find your goalie's weaknesses. The weakness is always going to be, first one is always going to be in the head. Okay. And that's where if you ring one off, you really have gotten into their head. They're going to be all shaky and stuff like that. Do you remember Brandon Miller that played for me? He was a really, really, really big kid. Like, he was massive. He's a quarterback at Pace High School now. He left playing hockey, but anyway, when Brandon was 14, he was playing on the U14 team up in Huntsville, and we had made it all the way to the finals. And this is when I was with Birmingham. And we made it all the way to the finals. Well, he hit the goalie in the shootout with a slap shot, and it hit her right here. Not only did it crack her helmet, okay, but it gave her a concussion that she had to end up sitting out for 2 or 3 weeks because of that. So it rang her bell so good. Now, we didn't score any after that because we kept missing the net. But that little thing right there, you can use that, to your advantage. I would always tell the kids, if it's a big goalie, aim for their head, hit them right there, and they'll kind of do that thing. The puck's going to drop down, and they're not going to know where it is. So anyway, there's that. I actually think you guys were at that game. Come to think of it, I think y'all were watching that game. So, all right, we're going to cruise through here. I'm going to pause this, and we'll cruise through some more. All right, so I kind of forgot we did this. This is our little 5-hole friendly competition we have going on. Yeah, good shot. This was fun. Sometimes when you do private lessons and stick handling, sometimes it's just fun just to, have a small, quick little game of it. I think next time I'll actually try. I'm just kidding. I'm trying to sauce that in there. So, there you go. Nice. Oh, look at you looking back at the camera. Make sure we got it. Oh, wow. Let's see. Do we need to go back? There you go. Yeah. See, that was you looking. There we go. Look. Look. Gotcha looking at the camera. Awesome. All right. Let's see here. I'm going to go forward a little bit and see what we got. All right. So here was the one-time stuff that we were just messing around with. Okay. And maybe this is something that we can work on in the future. give you a little bit more room to work with. We might move the canopy just where you don't feel like you're going to hit that post. I can change the tiles around to give it a little bit more room to slide it to you. But man, you are, so your head's down, you're watching the puck all the way to the blade. I love it. It's great. I can already see you preloading on the outside of this foot right here. It's just one of those things. And don't worry about it. If you can't, like, if you hear me say this stuff, sorry, I'm sure you just we missed real wide there. But if you don't see what I'm talking about, it's okay. This is stuff that over the years I've watched, and so it just kind of it sticks out. And if you can't really see it, don't worry about it. You can just say, "Hey, man, I don't know what you're talking about here. Show that to me." So I think the biggest thing is me here passing this to you because I know it's not a lot of room. And when I do one-time passes, oh, here we go. When I do one-time passes, I like to fire them really hard. And the reason why is because you want to get to them super quick. And that if they miss the shot, at least it's still there. At least it's still going away. So no one can get to it. All right. Okay, so I switched sides. Stick handling. Let's see what this looks like. All right. Super quick. Love the fact that you're in a rhythm going back and forth. That just, I wish that more kids that I worked with did that, because that is really where it's at, is getting that rhythm down. What I'm talking about is moving back and forth, left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot, knowing where you're going, shifting everything. It's great. There you go. See, you get into the rhythm of it, and that's always good. I like that you've adjusted, you moved yourself back up to make sure you're not reaching out too far. And I can't remember if we had talked about it, about the length of the stick. Well, that was funny. I just did a whole little segment on what I was telling you you're doing right and wrong, and then realized that I hadn't recorded it. So let's do it again. All right, so here you're just stick handling. And the biggest thing that I've seen so far, and this is what I was saying before I was realized that wasn't recording, is that one thing I love that you're doing is that you're shifting your weight back and forth. You get into a rhythm of stick handling. And what I mean by this is shifting weight back and forth on the right foot and left foot. Your hands are super quick. We talked about that. Your hands are super quick, almost being detrimental. And what I mean by that is that it's hindering you, because the puck's not moving as fast as your hands are moving. So sometimes you got to slow it down and get back into the rhythm of things. All right, you're reaching out a little bit on this one. And what it is when I set stuff up on here, you can move to it. You can move on to it, adjust it to yourself, unless I tell you not to. But you do recognize that you are reaching out way too far, and you step up onto the mat, and that's always a good thing. If you want to, this is the kind of fun thing about doing with practice stuff, is that you can shorten up your stick. And what I mean by that is, if you want to try bringing the puck closer to you, grab down on the stick with your top hand, like take off, 3-4 inches from the back, grab down on it. And the reason why I say this is because I know that there's been a lot of players that have played up in the higher levels that aren't necessarily as tall as the other guys. And what they have found out is that a shorter stick for them, meaning that it cut down here, almost like sternum level, it's easier for them to control the puck. I'm not sure. I've tried it. For me, it doesn't work for me. However, these guys were shorter than me too. But it's something that you could look into. You could try it out, but you might not like it. All right, I am going to pause this real quick and flip over to the next set. All right, so we're back on. This is the next video of the camera. This is you working out with the steel ball here. So what you can do is that, you know, this is just a good forearm. I think we talked about this in the other one, just a forearm strengthener. So you can do that. Yeah, that was easy. There we go. So yeah, with this one, nice posture, heads up. I like it, but make sure you can feel where that is. And that's where I think, okay, so look at this. I wish I could zoom in. It's not going to let me zoom in, but let's look. All right, watch your blade. And the ball creeps back, okay? Yeah. The ball's creeping back. You could pick your elbow up just a little bit higher, and I mean your top elbow, to lay that blade down a little bit. You could take a step. You could take a half step forward. Simple little things like that. But yeah, just knowing where you're at with that ball is going to make a huge difference. Oof, yeah, all over the place here. I mean, it's the fun thing is it's really cool to see on video, right? It's fun, fast hands, stuff like that. But we want to make sure that your hands are doing their job on protecting the puck. So yeah, there you go. And it seems to be, it's almost like you're losing the feeling of the puck, or I'm sorry, the ball. So I'm pause it. All right, so we go from the choppiness of the ball, and you're going to see exactly what I was talking about where you're chopping down on the puck. You can see it right there. And you can feel, I know you can feel it too. Yeah, see, you're cradling it almost as if it is a stick handling ball. Okay, so it's got to be a little bit different. Your cradle has to be a little bit different with the puck. I like the fact that you keep it so far back on the hill. A lot of people don't realize how big of a difference that makes having it back there for control. But you want to make sure though that you are controlling it, so to speak. So, all right, I'm going to fast forward here. All right, let's see what we got here. Some more slap shots. Let's see. All right, so we can see your right foot right up there. See, this is what's fun. I love breaking this stuff down. Man, I love breaking this down. All right, let's do this real quick. I want you to see how you can see your body transfer, how the body weight transfers everything. So watch your back leg. You can see it flex right there. You move everything forward. You push off of it. It's good. Sticks goes back. Bam. See the weight on the heel. We talked about that. We'll keep that here. Let's see. Boom. Woo. Whoops. Look at that smile. Nice shot. I've got to, I'll fix that tarp so we're not worried about that anymore. Good job. Good shot. Right to the goalie's melon. Boom. So you're kind of leaning back a little bit, back away from the puck. Boom. Good. Good technique. Perfect. Yep. Starting to get a little tired. Really tired. Yeah. You could see that last one. I mean, you can see your struggle on it. And that's just kind of like getting through, wanting to hurry up and get to the break. That's okay. All right, well, watch this. You can see your whole body language, just like last shot. Put everything in it, and boom, it goes wide. Oh, well. All right, this is us doing the shot off the inside of the foot. Okay, this is something that you're definitely going to practice at home all the time. Um, once you get into the habit of it, you'll see how easy it is, and it's gonna make it you even that much more deadly on the ice. And the reason why is because you can go up to a goalie, on a breakaway, and you can lift that right foot, and the goalie's gonna like, well, I don't know where they're going, or you could easily lift the toe of your right foot, but you're still getting that shot off on the left foot. But yeah, just that it's going to take practice over that and build up the strength in your left leg. And I think we talked about that you kick right footed, if I'm not mistaken. So what you can do is do single leg squats. Do 10 each, right? But then maybe do 11 or 12 on the left leg for the next couple of weeks or something like that. Just something to get a little bit more muscle in there. We talked about stepping on an uneasy surface, okay, and that's going to help you get that back in, get the muscle memory back into it. So, different things like that. But it's all about building in that muscle, okay, and you're going to do that. You're going to do that. But I think that once we get that down, that's going to be super wicked. You'll have 4 different shots essentially with you. You'll have a regular wrist shot. You'll have the instep wrist shot. Oh, let's move it to 5. Okay. You'll have a snapshot. You'll have an instep snapshot. All right. And then you'll have a slap shot. So, and we hadn't even talked about the backhand yet. So, but I think having, that much more in your arsenal is going to make you that much more valuable. And it's going to help out your game so much. All right. I'm going to pause this, move forward. All right. Well, that was, move that there. Okay. Well, that was essentially it on it. It's a great job. All you say really is fix that right foot. It's going on there, strengthen up that left leg by doing the squats for the inside shot. But, Caden, it's a lot of fun working with you, man. I'll admit, it is a lot of fun working with you, and let's keep this going. What do you say? So, all right, bud. Hope you've enjoyed the videos, man. I'll talk to you later.